My name is Red Jordan. I'm from Oakdale, Louisiana. Before the accident, I liked to bass fish and ride my motorcycle. Since the accident, I bass fished one time. My shoulder injury keeps me from it. Before the accident, I drove a log truck for, I think, about 12 years. I always worked. I worked 7 days a week. It didn't matter. The company needed it, I did it. And now I'm doing nothing. So going from what I made to zero, it's rough. On the day of the accident, I was going to Oakdale. I met a buddy of mine at the store that morning, drank coffee like we do every morning. And he tried to get me to go load first. I said, no, I loaded first yesterday, it's your turn. So he went and got loaded. He come out. When I went, I started backing in where I was supposed to load, and a car hit me. I didn't see him when he was about to hit me. I couldn't, I just seen him when I was turning. Next thing I know, when I was turned in, he just, I fell in the floorboard of my truck, and I realized it was on fire. So after about the third attempt, I got myself up and got out. A guy working with us, me and him, tried to get a guy out of the car, and something exploded and kind of blew us out. And then when I tried to go back, he grabbed me and told me it wasn't no use. Back to that fella losing his life, and I felt like it should have been me, not him. Or, it got rough for a pretty good little while. And that's the reason I won't get back in the truck. Owning a truck carried our own insurance. We didn't carry workman's comp for ourselves, but we were supposed to be covered under the contractor. With my back and neck, it's hard to get moving around, and sometimes my back will get so bad you can't hardly walk, you can't hardly put your shoes on or whatever, And then my neck, it stays stiff and causes headaches a lot. And the shoulder, you can't do much with it. So I wasn't in a position to be able to get the right medical help financially or nothing else. So when I reached out to the workman's comp, they fed me a line of stuff for about 3 weeks. And finally I got a hold to them again, and they said, well, your case is under investigation. That's when I decided I had to hire an attorney. So I called up Brian Caubarreaux. I've always seen his commercials on TV. As you go into Alexandria, you look at the building they built. He didn't build that building being a dummy. So that's what brought me there. I called them like 11 o'clock one morning, and they told me to be there at 1 o'clock that day. It was that quick. Gene actually took the time to look through all my accident reports, everything I got from all the insurance companies in my emails and whatnot. And he found where the insurance company was trying to lay all the blame on me. I would have been in a pickle if I wouldn't have done it, probably. You can't go through an accident by yourself. After about 2 or 3 days, I had an appointment with a psychiatrist. They knew, that was my number one priority. So then they went, got MRIs on the rest of everything else. So that right off the bat, I started getting medical help. They real nice. They treated me well. Anything I need or whatever, any question I have, if Gene can't talk to me right then, he'll call me right back. It's been quite pleasant. After I hired them, I didn't have another problem with no insurance. I appreciate everything Gene's doing for me, and I've grown to love him. I would consider him a very good friend. Brian and Gene did do it right. My name is Red Jordan. I'm a client of Brian Caubarreaux, and I have not been paid to tell my story.